A firm needs to transition a workload hosted on VMware infrastructure in its local data center to Amazon EC2. The solutions architect is tasked with ensuring the application software and configuration remain intact during the move. Which action should the architect take to fulfill these requirements? Option A. Employ AWS Data Sync to move the data store to Amazon FSx for Windows, then utilize the SMB share as the backend for the VM, and proceed with the migration using VM import-export.
Option B. Export the application using the VMware vSphere client as an open virtualization format file, upload this file to an S3 bucket, establish an IAM role for VM import, and execute the import command via the AWS CLI. Option C. Use AWS Storage Gateway for files to create a CIFS share for backup purposes, then use the AWS Management Console to convert that file share directly into an AMI for EC2 deployment. Option D. Activate the on-premises virtual machine as a managed instance in AWS Systems Manager, perform a snapshot of the machine with AWS Backup, and use that snapshot to create and deploy an EC2 instance. This question focuses on the technical process of lifting and shifting an existing on-premises virtual machine into the cloud. The key objective is to preserve the complete state of the server, including the operating system, installed applications, and specific configurations, without needing to reinstall software or manually rebuild the environment. We're looking for the standard, supported AWS methodology to transform a VMware-based virtual disk format into a format compatible with the Amazon EC2 virtualization layer.
In my view, the correct answer is option B. The VM import-export service is the dedicated AWS tool designed specifically for this scenario. It allows you to move virtual machines from an on-premises VMware environment to Amazon EC2 by importing them as images. The process is straightforward. You export the VM as an open virtualization format file, store it in an S3 bucket, set the appropriate IAM permissions so the service can access the data, and then initiate the import process using the command line. The other options are incorrect because they misunderstand the purpose of the tools mentioned. Option A focuses on storage migration using DataSync and FSx, which does not handle VM image conversion. Option C suggests using Storage Gateway, which is meant for file storage rather than converting virtual disks to machine images. Finally, Option D uses Systems Manager for management tasks, but it lacks a built-in mechanism to convert a live virtual machine into a bootable EC2 AMI. Remember, always verify the specific function of AWS migration services.